What's up? Welcome back. This is actually day 23. 23 days, 23 videos, the 23 years out of my life. Round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. Pat on the back to you. We did it. 23 days. And I didn't even notice we hit 23 days until yesterday. I was editing. And I was going through my YouTube and looking at the descriptions and looking at my titles, and I actually repeated a day. One day I did 2 times. So this is actually officially day 23, and I wasn't expecting it. I thought this was day 22, and I was like, man, I have another day. I want to give more of the lessons and the things that I've learned actually through my 23 days, through the process of making content. The entire time, to be completely honest with you, there were times when I would come home from work and you would see from the time, and I'll show time or tell you the time, where I was so tired. The video, like this, was the last thing that I was at that was on the top of my mind. I would generally be walking back and be almost dreading to be like, I have to film another video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have to press record and film another video when I can easily just take a shower, go straight to bed. But I know over time that one, there are people out there that need to hear just some form of encouragement or need to hear some form of motivation, just need to hear something, need to have a voice, need to have somebody else there with them side by side. Two, I would just be giving up on myself. I would literally just be stopping something that I said I was going to stick with, stopping something that I promised even out to everyone here that I would do. And I knew that practicing this and being able to do this over and over and over, even when I don't want to, will allow me to build something even better for myself later on. It's the same concept of let's build or take a cold shower every day. Sticking to those every day is tough too. Taking a cold shower is not the easiest thing in the world. Most definitely because it sometimes can hurt, it'll sting. But also to get up in the morning and being like, I have to take a cold shower sucks. So if you're doing that routine, props to you. If you're the person that gets up and just goes to work out right early in the morning, props to you. Not every day you're wanting to go and get up and work out. Not every day you're wanting to get up and do all of those things. But something in you is pushing forward to do it because you know that later on down in life, there is a version of you, there is a person of you who is not caring about all of that stuff and is just doing it in general. Doing it because there is a purpose for it, doing it because there is a reason behind it, not just we're just doing it to just pass the time, we're doing it to just get by, we're doing it because there is a purpose behind it. The reason for this is for me to build something within myself, within confidence with myself, of knowing that I can stick to the words that I'm saying, I can actually stick to the promises that I'm making, especially to myself, but also knowing that this is not just for me, this is bigger than me. There are so many people out there in the world who end up, one, looking up to me, from a bunch of younger guys who I was talking with for college football and for their experiences just in life in general, to help them out. But also to know, like, I've been through so many things that I have knowledge within me that should be poured out, that should be given out, that shouldn't just stick with me. I feel like I would be doing a disservice by keeping everything to myself. And throughout these 23 days, I was able to see, like, AJ, you are keeping up with it. AJ, you are actually pushing through. AJ, look at the things that you have accomplished. Look at the days that you were extremely tired. You can tell from my eyes of how tired that I was. And I was still going forward to do it, still doing my things for school, still making sure that I need to graduate. There have been events and other little parties and stuff downstairs in the apartment. I get called, I don't know if I can just say the word, or I'm not even getting paid. I've been called a pussy. I've been called like, you're so lame for not hanging out with us. It's sad that you just pass us up without saying hello. There are so many times where people are going to call or have been calling me out in my own home because I'm coming back to do this. I'm coming back to write my essays. I'm coming back to do my work. And there are things that I need to do to accomplish the life that I want to get to. And so eventually in your future, when you start doing things that is going to take you away from certain people, you are going to lose certain people. You are going to push certain people away, not because you're forcefully doing it, like you need to push them away, but because you are focused on your mission. You're focused on your path of life. But also throughout this process, I was able to see once again what relationships are like. AKA, I think that was one of my last days of what I needed to see, of how I cherish my relationships, and I see which relationships are good for me, which relationships actually prosper into something good, the qualities of something good, rather than seeing the things of a relationship that are not so good, seeing the kind of traits of people that I don't want to be around. I was able to see both of those throughout my days of 23, all my videos. Something that I noticed as well is I'm learning to just break out of a habit, learning to break out of something that is I need to do this every day. Like there is a structure that needs to be followed. I remember that the beginning, like first 5 videos, I had an exact structure that I structured out, just finding out what topics that I can talk about. So I was going through ChatGPT, what topics can I talk about on all of these days? When ultimately, like, I have to try to follow a format and follow this, and I feel like life is not like that. When you are following your path of life, speaking in terms of just thinking about how things were before in history, long way before, they wasn't having ChatGPT, they wasn't having these AI things. They were still making do with life as what things come to their brain, what things were straight from their mind. And so me following the script didn't feel like me. Something that helps is, of course, having a layout about how I want to talk, how I actually want to speak, what the energy is going to be like. Of course, I want that, but it's not something I need to write down necessarily anymore. It's something that I have up here already, and I need to just be better at communicating that. So the only way that I can get better at actually communicating it and showing it is by doing it, not by typing it in the computer. You know what I mean? And I hope a lot of you learn to understand that yes, it is a helpful resource to have all of these things around, but if you're not actually putting any action into play for yourself, there is no progress that you're going to make. There is no leap forward that you're going to make, other than gaining the knowledge, gaining the mental area of it, but you're not putting in any reps, you're not putting in any time. So nothing's going to actually get better. It's just going to seem good from the computer, you know? But I hope you guys have gained something and have gathered something from these videos and from these 23 days. And I will make sure to keep up with YouTube and finding out new ideas, finding new things to speak about, and not having a 23-day challenge necessarily anymore, but having more content for you guys. And I think that'll be something amazing. And I just want to figure out, what's the best way that I can bring out the best value for you based off of my life. So if there are certain things that you want to see, certain things that you've enjoyed from these 23 days that you want to see more of, please let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for all of the messages that you've sent, for the congratulations and stuff from the masters. I'm peeping all that stuff from before. Thank you guys for even tuning in for the 23 days in general. If you've made it all the way through, thank you very much, and I would love to send you a personal message as well. So leave a message in the comment if you have watched 23 days. Leave 23 days in the comments if this was you and you made it all the way through. If you haven't, go check the playlist. All the videos are there for you. Thank you guys. Love you so much for checking out and being here in general. Not trying to be corny or whatnot with that, but I really do appreciate you for even being here in general. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day, whatever time it is. Peace.